everyone, welcome back with me. I am Nur. I'm from Economic Education Program 19 in Faculty of Economic Padang State University. Now, we will discuss about GDP deflator, inflation rates, and unemployment rate.
The first is GDP deflator.
GDP deflator. So, the GDP deflator is a price index that calculates the average level of the price of the goods and services includes gross domestic product. So, that is GDP deflator. Next is the formula of GDP deflator. In GDP deflator, the formula is nominal GDP divided real GDP equal 100. So, the GDP deflator is used to measure inflation. And the GDP will increase when the average level is price are increased too. And last is GDP deflator is 100 in base years.
Okay, the next is GDP deflator formula. Before we continue, we can see the GDP deflator formula is nominal GDP divided real GDP equal 100. So this is for example for GDP deflator. In 250-year base year, 260-year, 270 year. In nominal GDP for 215 is 75,000 and 216 88,700 and in 217 is 101,600 and the real GDP from 215 is 75,000 and 216 is 85,000 and 270 is 88,000. So in GDP deflator is 75,000 divided 75,000 equal 100 is 100, and in 260 in GDP deflator is 88,700 divided 85,000 equal 100 is 104, and the 216 GDP deflator is 101,600 divided 88,000 equal 100 is 115. This is GDP deflator from the 250 base year, 260, 270 year. Next, how to calculate the annual inflation rate. So if you want to calculate the annual inflation rate, is you can see in the first from GDP deflation before slide, you can see in 250, 260, 217 in GDP deflation is 100, 104, 115. So we can calculate from inflation rate 260 is 104 mean 100 divided 100 equal 100 is 4%. So inflation rate in 216 is 4%. This is inflation rate from 260, and inflation rate in 217 is 115. This is 115 from deflation mean 104 divided 100 equal 100 is 10,6%. So inflation rate 217 is 10,6%. This is problem. So this is from different problem. Example, in 218, suppose that nominal GDP is $2,000 and GDP deflator is 125, so for real GDP in 218. So here, we were told to find the real GDP. This is we can find the real GDP. The real GDP is we give back so GDP deflator formula. GDP deflator formula is nominal GDP divided real GDP equal 100. So GDP deflator is 125 and nominal GDP is 2000 divided real GDP equal 100 and 120 in GDP deflator and nominal GDP is 2000 divided real GDP. So the 120 is real GDP is 2100. So in the real GDP is 2100 divided 125 is $1,600. So this is real GDP. Real GDP in 2018 is $1,600. How to calculate the consumer price index and inflation rate?
What is the consumer price index or CPI? The CPI or price index is a measure of the overall cost of goods purchased by people living in metropolitan urban areas. And the next is CPI is used to calculate inflation in areas in the average level of price. And annual inflation rate, if annual inflation rate is the percentage change in the CPI from its preceding years. And the formula is inflation rate is CPI this year mean CPI last year divided CPI last year equal 100.
Okay, the next is example for price index or CPI. You can see in 260 base year, 270 and 280. The good for 260 base year, 270 and 280 is soccer balls, shoes and concert ticket. In 260 base year, the price is for soccer balls 10,000, shoes is 50,000 and soccer ticket is 100,000 and the quantity is 140 and 20. And the 270 price for soccer balls is $15 and shoes is $52 and the concert ticket is $104. And the last is 280. The price for soccer balls is $18 and shoes in $56 and concert ticket in 280 is $110. Next, this is for example question for price index or CPI. You can see calculate the total cost of purchasing the base year fixed base is 100 soccer ball, 40 shoes and 20 concert ticket in each year. So we directly calculate for 260. The 460 you can see in 260 for soccer balls is $10. This is $10 equal the quantity is 100 and the shoes is $50 equal the quantity is 40. And the next is for concert ticket in 260 is $100 equal the quantity is 20. So the amount is $5,000. The next is for 270. This is 270. The price for soccer balls is $15,000. $50. This is $50 equal the quantity is 100. And for shoes is $52 equal the quantity is 40 and the concert ticket is $104 equal the quantity is 20. So the amount for 270 is $5,000 $5,660. For the last is for 280. Price for soccer ball is $18. Equal the quantity is 100. And the next is shoes. Price shoes in 280 is $56. This is $56. Equal the quantity is 40. And the last is concert ticket in 218 is $110. Equal the quantity is 20. So amount for 280 is $6,240. For the 260 is the amount $5,000. For 260 the amount is $5,660. And for 280 the amount is $6,240. And the number 3 is calculate the inflation rate in 270 and 280. You can see the formula for inflation rate is same from before. We calculate before. So the formula for inflation rate is CPI this year means CPI last year divided CPI last year equal 100. We have known the CPI in 260 is 100 and CPI in 270 is 130,2. And the last is CPI in 280 is 124,8. So directly calculate the inflation rate in 270 and 280. The inflation rate 270 is 130,2. This is CPI in 270 means 100 divided 100 and equal 100 is 30,2%. This is inflation rate 217. The amount is 13,2%. And the next is inflation rate for 280. Inflation rate for 280 is this is CPI in 218 124,8 mean 130,2 divided 130,2 equal 100 is 10,25%. So inflation rate in 2070 is 30,2% and inflation rate in 280 is 10,25%. And the last discussion is the unemployment rate. The unemployment rate, number of unemployment rate people divided number of people in the labor force. Number of unemployment rate people is 3,000 and number of people in the labor force is 76,000. So 3,000 divided 76,000 is means 39 or 3,9%. This is the unemployment rate. And the characteristic of labor force is no children, no youths, either working or seeking work. Okay, that's all for me. I'm Afifa. I apologize from the first material and the last material. I mean, like that. See you next. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.